Hello, everybody. Welcome to... Dang it, I'm trying to get psyched up for this. I'm trying to get psyched up for this episode. It's my first episode. I'm trying to be... Okay, the microphone isn't catching my squeaky-ass chair. I'm happy about that. Okay. So, today is our first episode. And I'm trying to figure out a way to break the ice. Hold on. Alright guys, in today's video, I will be going over the story of my brother summoning a demon in my childhood. Okay guys, today we're going to be talking about my first ever childhood story, my first story from my past, and it's titled, My Brother Summoned a Demon in Our Bathroom. So, let's see, this year is 2026. So about 22 years ago, this happened. I was about 4 years old, and I was living in California with 7 of my siblings and my mom, and then we had a sitter called Elvia. I believe I said we were in California, right? Yeah, you know what? We were living in California. That's important for later in the story. Anyway, my older brother is the one who summoned the demon in our bathroom. Yeah, my older brother is the one who summoned the demon in our bathroom, and I need to go over who my older brother was. I have 2 older brothers. And the one who summoned him is, we're going to call him Cain. I was 4 years old when my older brother Cain, we're going to call him Cain. He was about 16, 17 years old. I would describe Cain as the quiet kid or the emo kid who's just in the back listening to, like, whatever it's called, that weird emo music. 3 Days of Grace, that type of stuff, you know. Get me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. You know, that type of music. That would be him, and he'd just have all these piercings and dark clothes. You know, I'm going over the general character. And he did some stuff. You know, because he's a teenager and teenagers do dumb shit. And this is one of the things he did. He heard of the Bloody Mary challenge from his friends, and they dared him to do it. He's like, all right, I'll do it, and I'll film it. And he got me, and I filmed it. I filmed it while he was in the bathroom doing the Bloody Mary ritual, which that was the game he was doing. He went to the bathroom. I don't think he turned off any lights. Or maybe he did. I think he did turn out the lights, and he had candles on, and anybody had the door open, and he said, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, into the mirror. And after he said the third Bloody Mary, the candles went out and the door shut and locked. And he made the loudest girlish scream you could ever imagine anyone make. And then he punched a hole through the door. And I know because I heard him so piece of light, just the light jumped from the door after he punched a hole through it. Oh, I love that. Anyway, and after that he said, I'm sorry. He went to his room and good for that. Oh, Mom was so mad. Anyway, well, she was mad when she got home. She was gone at the time. I think she went with my sister to SeaWorld. And later that evening, I went into my sister's room. I was reading the book Everybody Poop. And I was sitting there, and I think my pants might have been down. I think I was getting ready to leave my sister a present because I didn't get to go to SeaWorld with mom and dad and my sister, and I was really mad and upset and jealous that I didn't get to go. So I was getting ready to leave a nice brown gift for my sister, my older sister. And I was trying for hours, for like 3 hours. It was super dark. It was getting late, and I had the door open to the room that was just going into the dark hallway. Like you couldn't see anything in that hallway. You couldn't see a dang thing. And all I saw was this little appendage come from around the door. It did not look human. And it said, Yee yee, bo bo. I don't know why it said that. I think it was trying to talk to me because, again, I was 4 years old. And I did not want to go into that hallway. I did not want to go to sleep. And the worst part of it, I couldn't even poop. I was so scared. I held it in and I did not move. And I stared at the hallway for hours until the daylight came into the hallway. And then I fell asleep. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I'm pretty sure it was a finger because we were my brother summoned a girl demon. I don't think it was ET's phone home. You know what I'm saying? Uh, After my mom got home, the demon never showed itself again, and I think it's because my mom is a hardcore Christian, like a hardcore put crosses up on everything, prayed every day. We went to church all the time because she took us. So she was a very hard, hard God-fearing person. So that demon never showed up again while we were there. It never showed up again while we were there. I revisited the house once later with my dad at one point. But because I was with my mom a lot, and I also believe in a creator, and I try to serve it faithfully. I didn't notice a demon either. You know, and I'm not trying to offend people or be mad at people. I believe in the theory of creation. I believe that there is a creator, and I try to follow the rules. The magic book rules, or the Bible or scripture. I try to follow the morals from that as much as possible. So I didn't notice the demon either. My cousin Matt, I don't think he's a Christian. I don't think he is. And he stayed at that house, and he said he heard noises and sounds. Like he heard noises that were just outside of the room, and he was staying with his girlfriend at the time, and his girlfriend said, "Okay, can you go check out the noises? I need to stay here and sleep." And Matt, my cousin Matt, got up with the bat, went down the hallways, down the doors, looking for this noise that was just outside of the room. He could never get to it. And this was years later. This was like 16 years later. I was like, we don't even live at that house anymore. I was in Utah at the time. I was like, wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So the demon stayed in that house. It didn't leave. So now anyone who goes in that house is probably going to have a demon. And the demon's creepy too. Like it tries to lure in children or something. It's some freaking Hansel and Gretel witch looking ass. Like I saw the demon. It's not a good thing. It was freaking creepy. All right, I think that's it. That's all we're going to talk about. Like again, these videos are going to be kind of small, and we're going to kind of go through it, and then that's it. I'm gonna explain the little stories I had. I don't know. Should I make them bigger? Should I make them longer? I would like to know, like, how long do I need to make the footage? I think we'll end it there. I'll see what kind of footage I can use with this. I'll see what I can, muster. Um, I'm trying to figure out how I can talk and tell the story and, because I think that there's a lot of good stuff in this, but there's also a lot of parts where I'm messing up and I can't tell the story correctly. Um, I'm also saying like a memory from when I was 4. Like, and I'm trying to remember from when I was 4, and then I'm trying to carry the story over to now. And it's just these are like things that I heard while I wasn't there. Yeah, anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I tried telling the story as best as I could. This was my first ever real memory that I had that was like interesting. And I got that when I was 4. And I got way better stories with way more context. This is just sort of like an opener. I'm trying to tell it in order, like the most interesting things that have happened to me in order or however I can remember them. So this is the first episode. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video out next week maybe, or I'll try to get them out as frequently as possible. Thanks for watching.